Peace and love, family. I hope that everyone is healing well and feeling well in these spiritual streets. It's time to talk about love and money. I hear different opinions about both. And everybody is entitled to it. So let me just give you mine. What Spirit said. I feel like many people still don't truly realize the meaning behind both love and money. I feel like that's why, even if you feel different about each of them, how to look at them, how to consider them, how to value them, I feel like if more people really realized what they realize, like how they're both presented to the world, like that's how I see it. And it's like you could kind of see why there's some truth. And what is that? It says the love of money is the root of all evil. I think that's what it says. I can see why there's truth in that. I feel like it is. Just as I can see how many of us have been programmed by the way we look at both of those. And then I was hearing, cause M-O-N-E-Y never did a thing for L-O-V-I-N. I can feel it in my bones where people's hands are in. Oh, ask me what I need. I need your loving. And that's the bottom line. And just a little time this will do. And that is I Need Your Loving by Tina Marie. So, like I said, I feel like I can see why people look at them differently both ways. I can definitely see the truth in, I feel like, having too much love for money, as well as how you can't see, like what I'm hearing her say in that song, like how your love of it and maybe putting it before things I feel like you should love can be a whole issue out here, family. I'm just saying. So I feel like what we don't realize, first thing is, I keep telling people the heart chakra is green. The heart you should be using is green. That is the heart chakra. It's that love where you love yourself first. And the only way you know how to give love is if you know how to receive it. And how do you know how to receive it if you don't know how to give it to yourself first and receive it from yourself first? And if you look at money, you'll see that money was actually given the color green for a reason, family. I keep telling people, I said, money is given the color green for a reason. And many people don't even see the meaning behind it, because what I feel like is this. If you give and put a certain amount of energy, I feel, as to anything in this universe, anything in this realm, and especially if you make the masses want to back it with their energy, right? Because everything is energy, right? So it's like the more energy you give anything determines the effect that it has. And we ain't gonna get too deep in it today, but that's definitely a discussion. Anything you give your energy to, if you think about it, it really holds a high value in your life. Even if it's you being angry or lazy or whatever it is, whatever you give your energy to or lack thereof is very effective in your life. So when you think about the fact that the heart chakra, which represents the unconditional love, ultimate love, that love where you know how to love yourself, that love where you know how to receive love from others and you know how to give it, you know what I mean? Not codependent, but self-sufficient, like that love is green. And so if you turn around and you make a currency, some energy, a color that most people should be focused on when it comes to love and raising the vibration in the earth. But you make people think that this, this thing that's green, this money, is very, very important by everything you do in this universe. You make people feel like they need that more than anything. That's what they're going to think they need. And when I think about it, I definitely feel like there's truth when people say the love of it is the root of all evil, because some truth. Because you have to see it both ways, family. If you love having money, in my opinion, to care for yourself, care for your loved ones, maybe be charitable, give back or something like that, like really make a difference in somebody's life, I feel like that's high vibrational, because you're not just getting it to hoard it. You want it like to actually help, which is the type of, I feel like, abundance that the Most High wanted us to come here and have. Love giving it so we can love helping people and ourselves, because it's all about balance, right? And then if you have the mindset of loving it so much that you use it for lower vibration things, evil things, however you see that, right? Which is maybe not wanting to share or wanting to be greedy, or you having it and you can assist, but you want. You having it and you can make the world a better place, but you won't give back. Or even putting it before things you should love. Like, let's say taking care of your health, right? Or your family, like your loved ones. It's like Spirit is saying, it's like some people would do anything for money at the expense of not thinking about how it's going to affect their life in the long run. And I feel like that would be the low vibrational. And that's the thing. When I think about the song, family, I'm telling you, I feel like she's saying, ask me what I need your loving. What did she say? Money never did a thing for LOVIN. You got people, what did I say? Putting it before their loved ones, their family, things you should be concerned about. Like I said, your health, your well-being, your body. You got to love yourself first. And this all is going to tie in, family, if you listen, because I'm telling you, some people love money so much they do anything for it to get it, but they don't even do the things they need to do when they get it. I feel like that's why I said there's some truth of it, because when you're using it like that, you're not even getting the benefit of it. If you rather make money, but you don't even take care of your body and your health, it's like, I guess you're just going to have a nice transition, because money won't ever help you if you don't use it to physically take care of your mind, body, soul, and spirit. That's just one thing. If you have it or you do anything to get it, but you don't help your family, or I feel like I want to say take care of your family, because some people don't do that. Like the things you're supposed to do with it, and whether we know it or not, if you're not making the world a better place with it, you're not doing what you're supposed to do with it. Not speaking to people who don't have it to share, because it's just like love. You got to have love in order to give it, right? But people who have it and won't do right by it, it's like, I'm telling you, I said in another message, I feel like I said you can have all the money in the world, but we know people that have transitioned because of diseases in their body, and all the money in the world did not help them. So how is loving it and having it so much that you don't take care of yourself going to help you? It's not. Okay, moving on. And I feel like maybe hoarding it or not helping other people is another issue, because it's like people don't realize, I'm hearing like fear behind it though, like that may actually take you to a poverty mind state. And a poverty mind state doesn't always mean you don't have money or you're poor or something like that, right? A poverty mind state can mean that you have it, you do anything to get it, but at the same time, it's like it runs through your hands because it's like you're ignorant to it still, right? And you have fear behind losing it. And if you come from any kind of situation where you didn't have a lot, let's say growing up, because I've been there, It's easy for you, family. I'm telling you, it's super easy for you to get to a point to where you're like, no, once I get some money, I got to do what I got to do to keep getting money. And it's like, no, Spirit is saying it's time to see the real meaning behind money. And it's time to see how it's been tied with love. And it's like, we've been programmed. That's the word I'm going to keep using. Please look it up, family. Because that's where we're going. Like everything. So, because it's like when you've been programmed, you got to get unprogrammed. If you've been plugged into something, any type of mindset, you have to get unplugged. Whatever you want to call it. If you've been unconscious asleep, it's time to wake up and become conscious. You know, it's all the same, right? Look it up. And I feel like people don't realize that they've been programmed to look at it in a way as if they have to chase it, or you didn't have it in the past, so hold on to it for dear life, which is fear, not knowing that anything you hold on to and you don't have a balance with it is going to lose. You're going to lose it anyway. Right? So it's like people have to realize, if you've been programmed to think that the highest vibration here, a currency, is represented by the color green, and it has nothing to do with that. It's the way I feel that you get abundance is to unlearn that anyway, because this is not for everybody. But if most of us have been programmed, and some of us continue to follow that program, and you're being fearful and you're chasing money, because if you're not doing whatever it is your purpose to do, and I'm going to show you how love ties into it. Whatever your purpose to do, or you love to do, you're chasing it. Purpose to do means you were designed and created to do it. That's your purpose here on this planet. Something you love to do is also your passion. It could be a gift or anything like that. That means, what it say? Your gift make room for you. You don't have to chase a gift. You ain't going to chase nothing you love. You'll do that all the time because you like doing it anyway. So it's like you win either way when you do it like that, versus being programmed to say, you have to work like this. You have to have this mindset in order to get this green thing that they told you that holds more currency than your actual heart. You got to do that. And you don't realize, like she said in the song L-O-M-O-N-E-Y, never did a thing for L-O-V-I-N. What did she say? I can never understand where people's heads have been. Oh, and it's like, I'm telling you, praise to the Most High for my gift of music, because many people don't see how even a lot of our ancestors, artists that have transitioned, are your ancestors too in some light, right? If you get it, you got it. We don't see how even they were trying to tell us a lot of, they were trying to wake us up. They were trying to teach us, tell us, give us hints of how to be conscious of what we're paying attention to. Because I don't know when that song, I just channeled that song, and I don't know what year that song would have been written and Tina Marie performed that song. But I'm pretty sure it was before a lot of us were created. You know, maybe our parents, grandparents, something like that, you know, whatever age range, right? But what I'm saying is it applies to now. And it's like, that's why music a lot of times is timeless, just like messages on high are timeless, family. It is truly time for people to stop looking at money like it's something they should love and hoard and hold on to and heal for whatever reason. Been there, done it. I'm telling you, that's the only way I can speak on it. It's time for you to heal from whatever had you in a mindset that money means more than love, because it does not. If you don't love yourself, you can have all the money in the world. You're not going to take care of your health. You're not going to take care of your mind, your body, your soul, or your spirit. And you are going to transition with a lot of money. That's all you're going to fucking have is a lot of money. If you sit there and you work all the time and you just want money, because even if you're afraid that you'll never have it again, you got to let the ego go. You cannot edge God, the Most High, out, right? Because once you let the ego go, because fear is ego, you will see that, hey, most people, I just give my own testimony. You be worried about stuff in a way it's always made for you. So why are you fearful of something anyway? Because they told you that there was the highest currency and it's not. But then again, you know how people be playing in your face, family. They told you in plain sight that God is love. Ain't that what they said? Ain't that what they said? That's what they said. And what is it? Love is the highest vibration. Y'all heard that one too? So come on then. Who lying? Like, I ain't confused. And I hope you're not either as to what the true highest vibration is. It's love, family. And I'm going to tell you, when you've been tricked or programmed to think that it's not love, you chase the opposite of that, which is money, right? We can see how for whatever reason, because I have been there. If you are a parent, especially a single one, either way, if you've been through anything in this life, I am pretty sure where we can all recognize where we had to like chase money in some form, go work for people, work a lot of hours, go to school, and you've not given 100% to the things, the people that you love. You're supposed to love, right? Your family. Like I said, if you're a parent, because you had to go work outside of the home, or you had to work a lot to pay bills and take care of yourself and all of that. And then what? While you're chasing the money, what did I say? If it's like you have to do all of those things and you have people that you have to take care of that depend on you, I'm sure somewhere down the line, people did not take care of themselves well. I'm telling you, when they told you to focus on that green, that's what has caused, family, a lot of issues when it comes to love relationships. She said in the song, Money ain't never did nothing for love. Ain't never did nothing for when people need quality time with you. When people need you to even be in a great mind state because you're not chasing money, that you can love on them. When people, it's like, go to stressful jobs, been there, done that, and it's like you spend more on medical bills trying to take care of your body than you do going to the park, exercising, and things like that. And it's like you can't even see the thing that caused you, the green that they showed you to chase, right? The green that they showed you to chase, you can't see how it was destroying your life, not allowing you to love yourself properly and take care of your mind, body, soul, and spirit when they knew they was sending you to a place that was stressing you the fuck out. And they was putting you in a mind state of chasing a green that they said was important while you were neglecting yourself, neglecting your health, neglecting your family. Because even if you just making money to take care of them, money ain't the only thing they need. I just said we know people that have had bukus of it and still transition, and that's all they had. And it's like people don't realize a lot of dysfunction has come into families. A lot of children have been abused because they had to go outside of the home and be raised. It's just so many things that have been caused because we were told to chase the green called money instead of focusing on the green of healing our heart chakras that pertains to true love, not knowing that when you doing what you love, abundance comes to you. When you're taking care of the people you love and you taking care of yourself, not only will the abundance come to you, you actually will be here to enjoy the damn abundance. You won't just transition and all you got is money. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to be honest. You got some people that transition from here, and because they had love in their heart, they were so happy. So happy. Because that's where happy families come from. When you love. When you spend time. That's where healthy relationships come from. When you giving people time and you balancing it. Because let me be clear, family. Let me really go back to the drawing board. Because I know somebody is thinking it. Because I always hear it. People always want to have the conversations. Baby, I know we live in the 3. The 3 and the 4. D, right? Dimension. I know what we've been told. That's why I'm saying it's time to Unplug yourself from that. Because I'm telling you, it's the only thing that's keeping you there is fear. It's not to say you're not going to have to rearrange your life, probably. But if you truly know that abundance comes from your gifts make room for you, and love is the highest frequency, it's the highest vibration, which is connected to the color green. And family, I'm telling you, most important, when you realize with your real eyes that if you spell love backwards, and I think add an E, that spells evolve. And that's all Spirit is saying. It's time for you to evolve from something that you've been tricked. Because that's what it's been, period. To think was so important. Because the only people that would trick you to think that a certain currency is so important is a person that's trying to get you to, I feel like, chase it and make them plenty of it. Because if that's the case and people been chasing it all these years, why is just a certain amount of people that got the majority? Yeah, I said it, period. The majority, however you want to see it. Why is there a small percentage of beings that have the majority of the money? I mean, the way everybody, we all was around here chasing it at one time, and many people still are. You would think if that's the case, we would all have plenty of it. It's time to evolve and realize that love is the key. I don't care. Now, you ain't got to now. Because we already know everybody ain't going because everybody ain't growing. I'm just saying. What happens when you evolve, you grow. We've all been at a certain mindset at some point in time in our life. It does not mean that you can't change your mind. Because the best thing I could have do was realize how important love is in my life. And sometimes you can't go back and do stuff over, because I feel like if I would have known then what I know now, there's no way I would have focused so much on money. Because I'm going to be honest, as a parent, I missed out on a lot of time with my son. Time I can't get back. What she say? Ask me what I need, your loving, in just a little time. And you don't realize, because I didn't, that yes, I was being a great provider for him because I had to provide by myself. But there was so many times when I wish I had more time to go to activities at his school. Now, bump that. If I would have known then what I know now, ain't no way he would have been in nobody's school. Ain't no way, because I'm his teacher. I'm his first teacher. And if you teaching your kids, you know what they being taught. And it's like, you can't go back and undo that. So I get it. It's like you can't go back and undo the things that you didn't know. But it's like you got to forgive yourself for not knowing what you didn't know before you learn it. And when you get an opportunity to grow and evolve, you take it. Why do you think you see more people now becoming entrepreneurs? Like, over the last few years, it's so many people. Even if they still work for somebody, it just is what it is. I don't know anybody that's not really trying to pursue something they love, because most people that are entrepreneurs, I even speak for myself, you start realizing when you evolve, when you realize that love is the key, family, that it really is the key. Doing what you love, being around people you love, loving yourself, and being in loving relationships. It don't matter what the title is to it, friends, family, lovers. When you realize that that is the key to happiness in your life, like when you get a taste of it, I tell people, when you get a taste of consciousness, a taste of self-love, a taste of peace, a taste of not having to chase anything but attract everything, even though it may not be easy starting off, you don't go back. You like a nigga fresh out of jail, you do not go back. You like a person fresh out of a prison, you don't go back. I feel like there are some people with one foot in and one foot out. It's like not sleepwalking, but you just woke up. It's like you still wiping your eyes, family. It's like, okay, I see what she's saying a little bit. It's like you still wiping your eyes, right? And I just hope that I said something to inspire you, because I'm telling you, at the end of the day, you might look good. They can't bury no money with you, baby. If they do bury, they're going to steal all this shit. Let's just be clear. And then again, I'm just going to be honest. We got to have it down here in the 3D. So if you got to do it, why don't you do what you love to obtain it? Because I feel like when you do that, you're still going to be able to enjoy the things you love, which number one should be yourself, and number two should be anyone outside of you. So I hope that inspired you, family. I hope that you really overstand whatever you put your energy into is what you truly attract. If you put it into money, you're going to attract money, but then where is the love that needs to fuel the rest of your life going to come from? And if you pay attention to people, this is all I'm going to say, family, because everybody knows somebody. Pay attention, honestly, to people who really just put money first and focus on money and see, are they really truly happy? The people that I truly know, they're not. And it's like, I know some people that are successful, but when I look at their life, like they have a lot, it's like they're normally missing love, because for whatever reason, even if it's just a person who works hard at what they do and they don't know how to balance it, it's like they're not as happy. The happiest people I know, including myself, are doing what they love. They're being who they love. Like, they're around people they love. It's like they've evolved. What did I say that word is? Look at love and look at evolve. It's like they see that love is really the key. And I remember hearing somebody say today, how they really wanted a family, like a wife and kids and all of that. And this person is really successful. And I know a couple of people like that. And, a couple of males and females in particular, right? And it's something that I do realize is missing in their life, even though they don't have a lot of money. And this ain't for everybody, because everybody does not want to be married and everybody does not want to have children. But the people that I hear that really wanted that, they're successful, and you can tell they work hard to obtain their money. And it's like they put it on a back burner and they don't realize, like, that's why you don't have that. You got to focus on love, because if you have all of that money and you're not happy, like, what's the point? But like I said, you can see people that don't have as much, but because they have love, it's like they're so happy within themselves. You know why? Because that's how it's supposed to be. And I can speak to that for times when I had goals in my life. And that's why I said, when you learn and you grow, you really evolve to a different mindset, because I can remember times where I had goals where I put off love, and I'm going to be honest, if I could do it all over again, I wouldn't have done it. I would have balanced it, because I looked around one day. If you really want me to be honest, family, I looked around my house and was like, man, I got everything I want and I ain't married. I said it to myself. But for a while, it was like, I don't even know if I thought about getting married. I don't even know if I thought about it. But it's like, I'm telling you, you can have everything. You can achieve every goal. And it may not even be about you chasing money, but I'm telling you, love is the key. And if you don't have it, especially for people who have been programmed to think that that's what it's all about, I know you don't realize what you're really attracting in your life. If you just totally focus on your goals, and let's say you don't desire love and a partner, that ain't for everybody. But a lot of people, you will look back and see that they achieved everything, but they really did want that love and a partner to share it with. Because I'm going to be honest, what good is anything if you don't have anybody to share it with? Some people look back and they didn't have kids, and that was later on in life. And maybe, mindsets change and people didn't think they wanted them then. But a lot of times I'm hearing a lot of people talk about it lately, and I know I'm on it because I am a parent. I've been speaking of striving for building a legacy. I got to have something to leave my son. And it's like I hear a lot of people speak on it, and they've built, let's say they built the empire, but they can't leave a legacy, because the only way to leave a legacy is if you have children. Like, that's not for everybody, because I know some people can't, but you do have to have a family that you build a legacy for. Because I don't want anybody to feel like that they can't reproduce, create in that way, that they still can't, because that just means your purpose is different. I'm just speaking for people who really haven't looked at the fact that they focus on building their empire, their business, and getting all of these things. And I actually know people that are at a older stage in their life, and now they're looking back like, I didn't get married, I didn't have kids. And I'm gonna be honest, I know a lot of gentlemen saying it, and I thought it would be a lot of women, but I know a lot of gentlemen that feel that way. And it's like, but I'm telling you, family, that's another program. And especially our melanated men, our kings, were taught that they got to be the provider and they got to work hard and they got to break their back. So what you think they was doing, queens? That's what they was doing. And it's like, I'm telling you. But at the same time, they were telling our kings to do that. Notice how our relationships are with one another. It definitely ain't like the grandparents and the great-grandparents used to be, where they stuck together and they worked together. So hear me when I say, influencing people to think that money is the highest vibration and it's green and that's what you should be striving for, while playing with your face in plain sight, putting a red heart everywhere to make you think lustfully, sexually concerning love, is playing in your face, family. When the hearts we should be using are the green hearts that represent all the balances in love. Loving yourself, loving other people, giving and receiving, all of that. Family, healthy relationships, all of those things that you really want. Forgiveness, self-love. It's like, that's green, but then they told you that was money. They told you that that's what you should be striving for. And then we don't realize why our relationships aren't even thriving. Why love relationships aren't thriving? Because people on both sides have been programmed to think that it's all about money. Just like they were over there telling the kings to break their back and work hard and be the provider. Then they turn around and tell the queens, you an independent woman. You don't need nobody. Think while it's free, family. I hope that I said something to inspire you to know that. M-O-N-E-Y, never did a thing for L-O-V-I-N. I can never overstand where people's hands have been. Oh. But I need loving. That's all I'm going to tell y'all. Giving it to myself, receiving it from other people, giving it all in a healthy, balanced way. So I hope that I said something to inspire you. Until the next time. Peace, family.